Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings and to enjoy daily satsang with us. We are currently exploring Advice to Students, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. Today, we are going to start a profound topic of prayer, puja, the power of prayer. Prayer is uplifting, inspiring, and fascinating for the mind, and it has great power. Therefore, it is very important that each of us learn to pray. Through prayer, we purify our mind and gain spiritual strength. Prayer is the foundation of success. As we learn to pray, we must develop profound faith that our prayers are being heard. As a matter of fact, you can talk to God even more vividly than you can talk to other people around you. Remember, God even reads your thoughts that you have not spoken yet. When you talk to people, they do not listen completely because every human being is limited. God, however, can listen to you in the most profound manner because He is your innermost self and knows all your thoughts, everything. Even before you ask for something, God knows it. You must understand that God is the dearest of all. He is more real than any person in the world. He is your father, mother, brother, sister, guru, all in all. Therefore, through your prayer, you can help your parents and other grown ups also. When you are a child, you feel so small and they seem so big, and it seems that you cannot do anything for them. This is not so. In your mind, you are big, in your heart, you are big. So, if you learn the art of praying with a sincere heart, you can help the grown ups also immensely. If you see your mother in difficulty and there is nothing you can do physically to help her, then sit down and pray to God. If you see your friend in difficulty, pray to God. Through the mighty force of prayer, you can help even the most powerful people in the governments of the world to handle their problems more effectively. May they be guided by God to have good intellect. Developing love of God through prayer is the greatest attainment. All the studies in schools and universities won't give you anything equal to the joy of love of God. As you get older, you will not have to go to psychologists and psychoanalysts to solve your problems and to ease your tensions. With love of God, you will have very few problems. Mahatma Gandhi offered prayers daily. But one day he missed his prayer and he felt so miserable that he was trembling. Seeing this, one of his friends told him, "The very idea that you feel miserable about missing your prayer is in itself an act of tremendous virtue." To prove his point, the friend related a parable of the devil and the saint. Once there was a saint in the Middle East who unwittingly remained sleeping when it came time for prayers. Seeing this, Satan came to his bedside and began to awaken him. The saint woke up and looked at Satan in surprise, saying, "How is it that you, who are well known for distracting people from prayer, are telling me to pray? Have you become a saint?" The devil replied, "Indeed not. But I know that if you do not pray now, later you will repent, and that repentance will reach God's ears even more keenly than your prayer. Therefore, I can't let that happen." When should you pray? Although you can pray to God at any time, any hour, while lying down, walking, or performing any action, it is good to also set aside time to pray when you can sit down quietly with a concentrated mind at a peaceful hour of the day. Early in the morning, when you first awaken, or before every meal, is an excellent time to open your heart in prayer. Praying just before you go to sleep is also highly effective. At any time, review the things that you did during the day and try to see what errors have you committed. Did you hurt somebody's feelings? Did you become angry? Did you speak lies? If so, pray to God for the strength to correct these errors. What should you pray for? When you pray, you ask for whatever you like, no matter how little or how great. For example, you may pray for the smallest things. Let there be no mosquitoes in my room. Or you may pray for success in an examination, or for a safe journey, or for good health, etc. You can pray for others as well as for yourself. When you ask for good things for others, that prayer carries a greater spiritual value than when you pray only for yourself. When you pray for others, your own well being is automatically taken care of. If your mind is mature, you will pray for strength and understanding in carrying the burdens of life. Do not ask God to lighten your load, but to give you strength so that no matter what load you have on your head, you will be able to carry it with strength and it will feel light. If your strength increases, you can even hold an elephant on your head. But if your strength decreases, then even a butterfly becomes a terrible burden. In the highest form of prayer, you allow your feelings to flow towards God and ask only for more prayerfulness, more devotion, more awareness of divine sweetness, more will to attain self realization. No matter what you pray for, prayer is elevating for your mind. And prayer for even the smallest of things is better than no prayer at all. Now let's discuss that how should you pray. Prayer can be practiced in many ways. You may use your own language when you pray, as if you are talking to God just like you talk to your mother. When you pray in the language of your heart, try to develop a real closeness to God. This form of prayer will eventually lead you to an experience of internal silence in which no language is necessary at all to communicate what you feel. A parable is told about a simple farmer in the congregation that was once led by Moses. This farmer could not understand all the sophisticated teachings given by Moses about a God without form, a God beyond all. So he decided to express his own inner feelings and pray in words he understood. One day he sat down and said, "O God, I will wipe your face with my own handkerchief, and I will stitch your clothes, and I will find shoes for your feet." When the scholarly members of the congregation heard him use his own words in this way, they were very upset, for it seemed to them that he was acting against the high teachings and thus committing blasphemy. Even Moses himself was concerned, feeling that he could not allow that farmer, who was expressing what seemed to be a lower stage of prayerfulness, to remain in his prayer group. But then one night Moses had a vision in which God appeared and told him, "That farmer is a great devotee of mine, though he is using simple words. Go beyond the words, and look for the feeling he has in his heart. For him, I am the only reality, and all his sentiments are centered on me, even though he is using ordinary language." So, as the parable points out, you can use your own words in prayer as long as your heart is open to God. It does not matter whether or not your words are grammatically correct or poetically arranged. All this does not matter. You must use whatever language comes to you with your bhavana or with your devotion and feelings. You may use prayers that have been composed by sages also. That is a great way to pray. While praying, you can bring to your mind certain passages from the great scriptures of your own religion and also the religions of others if you are open minded. These religious scriptures are the source of all that is great in the whole world. In the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, the Old and the New Testament of the Bible and the Quran, for example, there are numerous prayers that you can commit to memory. These prayers give you guidance about what to pray for as well as insight into how to pray. Make a hobby of writing down some beautiful prayers, keeping them in your pocket, and reflecting upon them again and again. That hobby will help you to explore the deeper resources within you. Whatever form of prayer you adopt, what is important is that your prayer must proceed from your heart. It should be infused with profound feeling and immense sincerity. Such sincere prayers will lead you to the highest in life, to discover your internal relationship with God, to remember God spontaneously at every moment, and to live and move in God at all times. So, that is the power of prayer. So, with this, we conclude our satsang for today. And in tomorrow's satsang, we will discuss concentration and meditation, a very, very important topic indeed. Hari Om Tat Sat.